Andy B here. Can you just scoot your chair forward a bit? I've got another guest with me now who was a bit chatty, and he's a Brummie, which isn't too far away. So here's a thought for you. I went to live in Manchester for a year, and one of the things they said was, "Oh, you're from Birmingham," and I said, "No, Wolverhampton." Well, the A to Z is Birmingham, yes, but inside the A to Z, which is a map if you're not from the UK, there's Birmingham, there's Wolverhampton, there's Coventry. Birmingham is a bit bigger. So, yes, it's quite good fun when you say, yes, I'm not from Birmingham. Well, it's nearby. And I remember saying to some Mancunians once, "Oh, so you're from Warrington then?" "How dare you say that?" Well, it's about the same distance. So how? Anyway, interesting dialects aside, let's just start with a simple one. So what is your name and what is it you're doing here for Torch Trust?
Yes, my name's Paul Rhodes from Edgbaston in Birmingham, just so you know, right in the middle. Posh part as well, but on the edge of. But yeah, and I'm production team leader here. So I do all the producing. Anything that's made, I make with my team and we send out.
Cool. So just give us a bit of an idea of what Torch Trust are producing. We've had people talking about audiobooks and Braille and stuff, but what is actually getting produced here on site as opposed to you're just sort of channeling stuff through?
Well, everything's produced here, really. I mean, not now all on site. We used to have some recording booths, and we had 4 of them, and things were actually recorded here as well. Now it's all done from home. Modern technology is a lot better than it was, and we can all, that's all done from home with a series of volunteers. But yeah, anything that is paper is made here. And that's Braille, large print books as well. And we do everything so we do the Bible, of course. The Bible in Braille is fairly new to us. We've just started doing the NIV in Braille, which we've never done before. We've just transcribed that and got that going out as well, which is great. But yeah, the NIV in large print we've been doing for a long time. Do that in 3 different sizes, 20 point, 25 and 30 point. In 30 points, 57 volumes, just to give you an idea of how big it is. It's not a little thing that you carry to church every Sunday. But because we do the Bible, we do Bible reading notes, and then we do a whole host of books from commentaries through to Christian fiction as well. So yeah, anything and everything, but it is all Christian based.
Okay, the obvious question then is, why are you doing that here? Have you got some sort of background that's similar and you just use those transferable skills into Torch, or is this something you've learned to do? How did you get to Torch and do what you do?
Yeah, I keep asking myself that. So I'm a dairy farmer by trade. Coming from Edgbaston, of course, that was an obvious choice. It's a farmer by choice. I've done lots of delivery things. I've pastored a church. I'm still pastorally working as well, sort of outside of here. Never done any printing till I came here. I joined Torch 8 years ago now as production assistant trainee at the grand old age of 42, and learn everything about printing here, really. It's the only printing I've ever done. So there's a lot to printing that I don't know. But what we do here, I know everything about and can do. But yeah, basically looking for a job one day, and this came up. Money was awful because it was a trainee role, but it felt right. Came for the interview, liked the people. Really got on with what they were doing, what they were, the why they were doing it as well, really got me as to how they were doing it and why they were doing it. And yeah, decided to join. And 8 years later, they still haven't kicked me out, which is nice.
Jolly good. And I actually know one thing about printing Braille, which is that you don't print Braille, you emboss it.
Yes, I always say printing because people understand, but yes, we emboss Braille because you're putting dots on paper. So paper's a bit thicker, it's 150 gram, because it needs to hold the dots for a long time. So we've got some books in our library that are probably 16, 17, maybe even 50 years old. But I know the 16 and 17-year-old ones are definite. So yes, it's a thicker paper and you're putting dots in it, basically a series of 6 dots in various patterns, making up all the words and letters. Yeah.
Fab. And you obviously enjoy what you're doing. And I keep on saying this, and I love finding common threads through conversation, especially when I do like so many hours worth of radio, different people interviewing. But family keeps on coming up. Food keeps on coming up. Fellowship, which is just fancy Christian word for Christians having food together, pretty much. And it isn't always quiche. But there is that sort of happy atmosphere here. How is that sustained? Because it's all right having a laugh one day, but how do you maintain a culture of relaxed happiness? Is a bit naff, but I can't think of a better way of saying it.
Yeah, I think it's the culture of what we do here. Totally. When I mean, Torch has been going 60 plus years now, and it started off very much as family. Everybody lived together and worked together, and it was very much Torch family. Kind of when we moved into this building that we're in now, it was 20 years ago. Now things changed because nobody was living together. People were living in different places. But certainly when you come into this building, it is very much like family. I am working with my brothers and sisters, yes, in a Christian sense, but also in a relational sense as well. There is that element of everybody gets on. Of course, there's times where you don't get on with everybody because they make you work too hard. But, there is that very much, everybody gets on, everybody wants to get on. And we've all got that common underlying source as well of God in our lives. So everybody that works for Torch is a Christian. For some parts of the work, it's not a necessity, but everybody that does at the minute are Christians. We pray together, we worship together, we learn together in that, and it just keeps a very strong bond with everybody. I mean, I always talk about food. Food has become a lot more, I think, in the 8 years I've been here because I eat all the time. But we eat together. And there's been times through lockdown. There was the time where nobody was here apart from there was 3 of us in the building because we could separate, and we couldn't take our work home. I can't emboss Braille. I can't, copy all the recordings from home and print the large print. All had to be done here. And there was 3 of us. And then when people started coming back, we had a pizza day, so at lunchtime we all got pizza and we sat socially distanced, eating pizza together, but being together. And it's always that being together. We like each other most of the time.
Which definitely comes out through what I've gone, people I've met. I'm going to have to leave you to go so we can get some more people on air. We're going to have some more music right now. Thank you for your time. We'll come back with some more in just a moment.
Rated 5 stars by Sorted Magazine's film critic, Pure 247 takes you behind the scenes of the birth of a global Christian radio station. Andy B will have you laughing and crying as you discover what it takes to create ministry that matters in this inspiring tale of perseverance, honesty and vulnerability. Buckle up and get ready for a story that's uplifting as it is entertaining. Behind the microphone they face bankruptcy, eviction and 2 life-changing surgeries. Can they make it? Will they make it? Get your copy of this life-changing book today. Pure 247 is available now on Amazon. Andy B is best described as a man after God's own heart, who insists that God's vision and resourcing trump all handicaps.